I was reading an interesting article about backlinks this morning. If you don't know what a backlink is, and if you're a frequent listener of the show, then you will know what a backlink is. A backlink is what a website needs to look authoritative in the eyes of Google and other search engines so that that website can show up on Google for many different search terms, for many different keywords. That's what a backlink is. You want to have many backlinks going to your site. You want to have backlinks that are not spammy. There's different measures for what counts as a spammy backlink. And you want to have backlinks from high authority sites, meaning other sites that have lots of backlinks going to them. New York Times, very high authority site. .gov websites, high authority sites. .edu websites, high authority. Bloomberg, high authority. Inc., high authority. And when you get these backlinks, now you can target all these different keywords, all these different search terms, and show up on Google for them. If you have a startup or any brand, you can find out what use cases your brand and startup satisfies, target those directly. These are at the bottom of the funnel when people have money in hand. They know what they want. They don't know the brand that's going to give it to them, and they are searching on the internet, and you can come up for those. So getting backlinks is beautiful. It is beautiful and it's evergreen. Once you get these backlinks, you have these backlinks. You increase your domain authority. You can make these pages and you can rank on Google for years and years and years and years. You could spend half a year setting up a crazy SEO funnel and benefit from that to a wild degree, for years to come. So backlinks are important. I read this article this morning called How I Built 5,660 Backlinks in 30 Days by this guy, Brian Dean from Backlinko. I've been following Backlinko for years, almost a decade. I've been following this website, great website. And Brian Dean is excellent, just like a Neil Patel character, very well known in the space. Recently, I've been getting obsessed with different backlink strategies after reading that Neil Patel article on a recent episode. The article was titled, and this was the name of the episode. It's like how I made $600,000 or $700,000 from spending $200,000 on clothes. And that was the article. And I read that on the episode. And then I was thinking, yeah, that article got tons of backlinks, just like a lot of the other stuff that Neil Patel writes. I think these different creative backlink strategies are really cool. And this strategy that I'm going to share from this article is also very cool. What this guy, Brian Dean, what Backlinko does in this article is they make pages, they make articles that journalists are searching for. That way, they don't have to do outreach to get backlinks. So a common way that people will get backlinks is to do journalist outreach. It's to reach out to publications and say, hey, we made this or we wrote this. I think it would fit into your article very well here. I think it would satisfy your readers in this way, and it would be pitching different journalists. And then once you get one of those backlinks, it helps you. I got a backlink from Healthline for one of my startups, Commit Club, which is a health and wellness startup. And that one single backlink from Healthline, very high domain authority site, boosted us in Google's rankings so much. But that one was me doing journalist outreach. I was using a tool called Help Reporter, which I've talked about before. This is different. Brian Dean makes pages, Backlinko makes pages about topics that journalists are searching for. Here's an example. TikTok user statistics 2023. This gets updated every quarter, and then every year the title changes to reflect the specific year. The name of the article is TikTok user statistics 2023. You know why? Journalists are searching TikTok user statistics. And so he makes this long article with all these tables and graphs. By the way, graphs get backlinks as well because people share graphs in their articles and then they link back to the site that made the graph or the graphic. There's tables in these long articles. They're super long. Because they're super long, this helps the article rank for many different keywords, not just TikTok user statistics. So like TikTok monthly users, that's another keyword that this article targets. Or how much time people spend on TikTok, that's another keyword. TikTok downloads by country, that's another keyword, and that might have its own table. And so these articles are really long, have tons of information, but as a result, get tons of backlinks. And even though you spend all of this upfront time making the article, you save time in the long run because you don't have to do as much manual outreach, which is very time consuming. That one article that I mentioned, TikTok user statistics 2023, that page has backlinks from Bloomberg, Inc., Entrepreneur, other top sites, lots of smaller publications, just so many links. He did another one for social media usage. He had another article, another page, social media usage. Super long article, tons of tables, tons of graphics, which got links as well, tons of statistics, ranks for so many other keywords other than social media usage. And this is cool. So what happens, here's what to expect. You might be thinking, okay, well, so you put up this page. This is what I was thinking. I wanted to know, okay, once he spends all this time on one of these pages, then what? How does he get it to show on Google? And honestly, it's really simple. He just waits. So what happens is, and I've seen this myself from countless pages of mine, I was wondering if he would try to rush it, if he would try to make the process speed up. But all he does is he writes this super long article, submits it to Google Search Console, him or his team. I think at this point he has a team. So his team makes this super long article. It's submitted to Google Search Console. That's Google's proprietary tool for submitting URLs to their index. And then after 3 to 4 months, it starts ranking for long tail keywords first. So a long tail keyword is a keyword that is usually longer. That's why you call it long tail keywords. But it's really called long tail keywords because not that many people search for them, but clumped together, it gets a lot of volume. So a long tail keyword might be like top voices on TikTok in cooking in 2023. That would be a long tail keyword. Top voices on TikTok in cooking in 2023. That's an example that's hyper specific. Long tail keywords are hyper specific. They don't get searched by as many people as the opposite of a long tail keyword is a head keyword. So they don't get searched by as many people as head keywords. And so after 3 to 4 months, these articles will start ranking for long tail keywords first. Those long tail keywords will be enough for them to get passive links, as in people will be searching, journalists will be searching for those long tail keywords because this whole article is designed to be informational and useful to a specific subset of people, and that subset is journalists. And so journalists, it will get these links on its own after 3 to 4 months. And by the end of the year after writing, it'll be getting tons of links. And those links, he writes, is like a tornado. More links, he gets more links, and it just spirals upwards. So I think this is cool because you could, if this is just you solo, just you alone, you could spend just a week hammering, making one of these super long articles. And if you want to see the article that I read that I'm referencing, the article is called How I Built 5,660 Backlinks in 30 Days. New Strategy by Brian Dean on Backlinko. How I Built 5,660 Backlinks in 30 Days. New Strategy by Brian Dean on Backlinko. So that's where you can see it. But you can spend, also look what happens. You write interesting content. This post was interesting content. And then it gets referenced. You know what? I'm going to put the link in the show notes. I'm going to have the link to this article in the show notes. It's going to get a link because that's what happens when you make good, useful content. You could spend a week doing this alone, just hammering it out, and benefit from this for years. This one article, this isn't going to get you customers. It's not going to get you users either. It might not even get you that many email signups. Maybe it'll get you a decent amount, but it probably won't be that many. What it will get you is power to go after those keywords that have purchase intent, those bottom of funnel keywords, which is what I talk a lot about on this podcast. The keywords where people are searching, they want to buy what you are offering, and you can find those keywords and rank for them and rank for the more competitive ones because you're doing this backlink strategy. So you could spend a week doing this. You'll probably get a decent amount of email signups, but you'll still have to work them through your funnel. You could spend a week doing this solo or just outsource it for not that much money. The amount that you would earn in high authority backlinks will easily be worth the cost of this strategy. So this is really cool. I really like this. I like this a lot. I like this strategy a lot. Backlink strategies. I'm going to be talking about a lot more backlink strategies on this show because that's something that interests me a lot. I think search engine optimization is the most beautiful, wonderful marketing channel because you put in this effort up front, then you benefit from it for years. without doing anything. It's absurd. I tell this story. I spent the end of 2019 and the beginning of, and the first, I would say the first half of 2020, making an SEO funnel for one of our startups, reverb.chat. We get 20,000 bottom of funnel, like people want to use our product, searches or users every month from SEO. And a lot of these people are converting to paying customers on an MRR basis. A bunch of them just buy annual plans. And so now we have all these users to experiment with, to iterate with, to better find product market fit with. And that was years ago that I made that funnel. Haven't touched it in years. Probably about to go hard with that funnel again and flip a bunch of the MRR that we're making into outsourcing more bottom of funnel SEO articles. And then articles like this to get links, like articles, because that's in the ed tech space. So education, statistics articles, which will get links like that and allow us to go after more high value keywords as well. Anyway, it's amazing. SEO, like that's why I talk about it so much on the show. It's my favorite channel. TikTok, of course, another one of my favorite channels, but TikTok, you got to keep going on TikTok. And you got to be out in the open. SEO, you really can be in the shadows. You really can be in the shadows. It's very cool. All right, this is episode 114 of The Edward Show. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I brought some value. If you don't have a lot of experience with search engine optimization, I hope what you're learning is exciting. A lot of people see it as this black box. It's really not. It is quite predictable. And the last thing I'll say is, if you're wondering, will SEO be displaced by generative AI like ChatGPT and Bard? Bottom of funnel search engine optimization will not. These generative AI solutions are not going to make the tools that people are searching for, the brands that people are searching for. They're not going to do that. And high-ranking publications are not going to cite ChatGPT in their research. They are going to cite the publication that ChatGPT was trained off of. So these strategies still work. Thank you all so much for listening. I'll talk to all of you again tomorrow. Bye now.